For the most part, Jay hit me on some, I will reach you when I'm in town.
He wanted you to be his girl Friday.
He wanted me to be his girl when he's in town.
It looks like Solange is still coming at Jay-Z with full force because she just dropped some wild claims about him having a whole second family. And the wildest part? She's been holding on to this secret for ages, just waiting for the perfect moment to let it fly and hit him where it hurts. Everybody knows Solange doesn't play when it comes to her sister Beyonce. And when she comes for Jay-Z, she doesn't miss. This time, she went straight for the jugular, dragging his so-called outside family into the spotlight, and she's clearly not backing down from the smoke. So what exactly did she reveal? And how in the world did Jay-Z manage to keep something like this under wraps for so long? Let's rewind for a second. Y'all remember Solange has always been ready to check Jay-Z no matter the time or place. That infamous elevator moment wasn't random. Word is she found out Jay was stepping out on Beyonce and she completely lost it on him. And now, with these new claims about him hiding a whole second family, it looks like she's doubling down on her hate for his so-called playboy ways. Most people know the elevator fight, but not everyone realizes that Solange has always acted like Beyonce's personal bodyguard when it comes to Jay's cheating. She's not just a sister, she's the enforcer. There are even reports she once confronted one of Jay's alleged side chicks in public and went as far as trying to swing on her. Now, with this latest bombshell, it's clear Solange is still locked in and ready to expose every dirty secret Jay thought would stay buried. It's crystal clear. Solange has zero patience when it comes to Jay-Z or his shady behavior. The woman caught in the middle, Olivia McFowler, once claimed that Jay tried to push up on her even while married to Beyonce, but Solange was not about to let that slide for a second. Here's how it went down. Olivia claimed Jay had his bodyguard approach her to ask for her number, but she wasn't having it. She felt it was flat out disrespectful and shut it down right away. A couple weeks later, fate brought them face to face again at Nobu in Miami, but this time, Jay skipped the bodyguard and pulled up on Olivia himself. That's when everything flipped. Jay and Olivia were tucked away in a quiet corner having a convo when out of nowhere Solange appeared, looking like she was ready to swing first and ask questions later. Olivia later admitted she was shook the second she saw Solange storming over. Olivia even said, "Solange came walking up out of nowhere. I thought I was about to get my butt beat, so I backed off quick. Bay doesn't even have to say anything. Solange is a beast. I can't believe I dodged a whopping from Solange that day. She gave me a death stare, and that's when I knew it was over." Scary vibes, no doubt. Solange has been riding for her sister for years, and now it looks like Jay-Z has been out here moving reckless for just as long, allegedly fathering kids outside of his marriage to Beyonce. And of course, Solange is not tolerating any of it. Reports even say this whole mess is dragging up painful memories from the past because their dad, Matthew Knowles, pulled the exact same stunts on their mom, Tina. Back then, Matthew's affairs tore their family apart, and now history might just be repeating itself in the worst way. His first love child came with a woman named Alexandra, and they had a son named Nixon. The bombshell reportedly shattered Tina's heart, and right after, she filed for divorce. Word is Beyonce herself encouraged her mom to finally walk away. But here's the twist. Tina actually decided to give Matthew another shot. Sadly, that move blew up in her face when he went and had another baby with a different woman. That second woman was Sequoia Branscombe, and together they had a daughter named Coy. And if you peek at Coy's Instagram today, she seems to be living her best life, styling, posting, and leaning into that influencer lifestyle like nothing ever happened. Now, while Tina seems to have made peace with Matthew and his outside kids, both Solange and Beyonce are still carrying that pain deep down. And that's exactly why Solange goes so hard whenever Jay-Z slips up, because she's seen this story before. And just like Matthew, whispers say Jay doesn't just have one, but possibly multiple outside kids floating around. And I know y'all remember Rymir Satterthwaite, the man who's been screaming for over 15 years that he's Jay-Z's secret son. He took Jay to court begging for a DNA test and accusing him of ducking responsibility for over a decade. But here's the shady part. Jay flat out refused to take a quick 5-second DNA test that could have cleared it all up instantly. And get this, after 15 years of legal back and forth, when the judge finally ordered Jay to hand over his DNA, Rymir suddenly filed a motion to drop the entire lawsuit with no explanation. According to whispers, Jay somehow got to him, and that's why he backed off so quick. Suspicious, right? Now, Rymir's case made headlines everywhere, but he's not the only one. More alleged kids are stepping out, like a woman named Letitia Mercer. Last year, she came forward and claimed she was about to expose Jay-Z as her father once and for all. She even wrote, "I've been quiet for far too long. Join me as I tell my story of living in the shadows of being Jay-Z's daughter in a city where everybody knew he was my father. How I watched multiple sclerosis destroy my mom, turning her from the fun woman I knew into someone bedridden 24/7. To prove she wasn't just talking, Letitia claimed she had already taken a DNA test that confirmed Jay was her father. She laid it out like this. Fact number 1. It was just confirmed with Ancestry DNA, which has a 99% accuracy. Fact number 2, I'm speaking up now because of fact number 1. Fact number 3, my mother tried to reach out to him, but child support doesn't work the same way for celebrities as it does for your baby daddy. With multiple people like Rymir and Letitia claiming blood ties, the question isn't just if Jay-Z has a secret kid, but how many more could be out there waiting to speak up. Everybody remembers Rymir Satterthwaite, the guy who's been saying for over 15 years that he's Jay-Z's hidden son. He dragged Jay into court, demanding a DNA test and accusing him of running from responsibility for more than a decade. But here's where it gets shady. Jay straight up refused to take a simple 5-second DNA test that could have cleared his name in seconds. And then the twist. After years of battling it out in court, the judge finally ordered Jay to submit his DNA. But out of nowhere, Rymir suddenly filed to drop the entire case. No explanation, no closure, nothing. Word on the street is Jay somehow got to him behind the scenes, which would explain why Rymir backed off so fast. Tell me that doesn't sound suspicious. But Rymir isn't the only one out here claiming blood ties to Jay-Z. Another woman, Letitia Mercer, came forward just last year and her story had everybody talking. She claimed she was ready to expose Jay as her real father once and for all. She even posted a message that said, "I've been quiet for far too long. Join me as I tell my story of living in the shadows of being Jay-Z's daughter in a city where everybody already knew the truth. How I had to watch multiple sclerosis destroy my mom, turning her from the fun, lively woman I grew up with into someone bedridden around the clock." To back up her claims, Letitia said she had proof. She broke it down like this. Fact number 1, Ancestry DNA confirmed it with 99% accuracy. Fact number 2, I'm speaking out now because of fact number 1. Fact number 3, my mother reached out to him, but child support doesn't work the same for celebrities as it does for your everyday baby daddy. Now with people like Rymir and Letitia stepping out, it's no longer just about one possible secret child. People are asking how many hidden kids Jay-Z could really have out there waiting to speak up. Number 4, lawyers laughed at me. It's been 28 years and it's time to tell my story. How long should I have let this go on without a public statement? That's what Letitia wrote, and her words hit hard. But it didn't stop there. Her mother's old friend even stepped in to back her up with shocking details that sounded way too personal to ignore. This friend wrote, "I know the story from start to finish. I hooked your mother and father up years ago. Jay asked me who she was when I lived on 500 Side Greenwood Avenue. We chilled in that apartment so many times, laughed, drank, smoked, played cards, and did other things. Lisa and I have talked about this for years." And she didn't hold back. She went on to say, "I remember when Lisa came to my house on Bradley Avenue in Cambridge, Maryland, and we, Lisa and I, called Rockefeller trying to contact Jay to tell him about Tasha. And the exact words from the man on the phone were, 'Do you know how many women call me daily saying Jay-Z their baby daddy? My hand to God.'" Then she sealed it with a chilling line. "What's done in the dark will come to light one day." And honestly, it's starting to feel like deja vu, because this is almost the same thing Ramir Satterthwaite claimed years ago, that Jay used his money, power, and lawyers to dodge responsibility and block him from ever getting a fair paternity test. And now, with Letitia stepping into the spotlight, it feels like history is repeating itself once again. Another alleged child, another messy uphill battle, and still no real answers. And once again, Jay-Z stays quiet. But if you think the scandal couldn't get any worse, brace yourself. Because reports claim Solange actually believes Jay has even more secret kids that haven't even stepped forward yet. That's a bombshell, but honestly, when you think about Jay's reputation back in the day, it's not exactly shocking. Everybody knew he was wilding out in the industry, messing around with multiple women, stirring up chaos, and leaving a trail of drama behind. Rumors even link him to big names, with whispers that some women had their careers crushed after refusing him, while others who allegedly gave in ended up pregnant. And now Solange is airing it all out. She's basically painting Jay as the ultimate industry heartbreaker, with a lot more skeletons waiting to tumble out his closet. One thing's clear. Solange does not rock with Jay-Z, and from the looks of it, her smoke for him isn't cooling down anytime soon. The streets are buzzing that Jay better keep his legal team on speed dial, because these whispers are only getting louder and more lawsuits could be lining up sooner than later. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Solange is exaggerating, or could Jay really be hiding even more secret kids? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and comment. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.